guys, welcome back to another Snobby Beer review. I'm Xbang as always, and we've got Sam Adams Infinium. This is a champagne slash beer, kind of hybrid thing. It's a collaboration between Sam Adams and Weihenstephan from Germany, which is the oldest brewery in the world. So it's sort of like a weird beer. There's not that many other examples of the style. The reviews I've read and seen of this are sort of, mixed, one way or the other. So let's find out if it's worth all the hullabaloo. Alright, so the appearance for the Infinium. Very champagne-like. It's very clear, yellow, straw color. Tons and tons of carbonation in this one. When I first poured it, it was basically just head. But the head is like almost pure white, tons of bubbles coming up. This looks very, very champagne-like. Alright, the smell. It's sort of like a dry Venus smell. There's a little bit of a hop presence. I know this, the 2011 batch, they dry hopped it, so there is that kind of aroma. There's sort of a fruitiness in there, maybe like dried fruit, not quite like apricot, but just some kind of like dried fruit in there. There's a slight bit of like apple in there, or other kinds of like tree fruits like that. And there's also a little bit of like a malty aroma too, but overall the aroma's fairly light. Alright, so the taste for the Infinium, it's pretty unusual. There is sort of that like wine, champagne-like flavor, not quite as much as I was expecting, but it's definitely there. It still tastes like beer, but it sort of tastes like beer mixed with champagne or something like that. There's definitely some like fruitiness in there, kind of like maybe wine, or even like pears or apples. Not like sour apples, but just kind of like sweeter apples. Tons of fruity notes. There's actually a good amount of sweetness in this. The alcohol is pretty well hidden. You don't get much of it. You do kind of feel a little bit of the warmth, but you don't really taste it. The more I drink it, the more those big like champagne and wine notes come out. Alright, so the mouthfeel. It has more body than I was expecting. The carbonation, it's pretty well carbonated, which kind of cuts that back a little bit, but it doesn't feel overly carbonated. The body is medium. It finishes dry, which again, I think the carbonation helps. So it makes it pretty darn easy drinking. Alright, the score for the Sam Adams Infinium, the 2011 bottle. I'll go with a 3 out of 5. It's not blowing me away, especially considering how much I paid for the bottle. It was, $20, I think, for a 750 milliliter. It's not bad. It's very good. It's very interesting. It's a style that I'm not really that familiar with. There's not really that many commercial examples of it. That wraps it up for the Sam Adams Infinium, the 2011. Was available like a month or two ago, at least at the time of recording this. It pops up, I think, once a year. I don't know when exactly the schedule is, but you guys know what to do. Grab a beer, leave me a comment, and I will see you next time. Cheers.